What's good, YouTube? It's RPU here, and I'm back again with another video. And guys, on July 11th, a spark was lit. The spark of a network that would revolutionize the crypto space. For 8 weeks, the FLR network has been in observation mode. Validation power has been transferred from the foundation to the FTSOs to ensure efficient decentralization. And now we are just days away from receiving our Spark tokens. We have to talk about the FLR improvement proposal, which will remove risk from centralized exchanges and incentivize participation on the network. In addition to that, FLR Finance is about to go multi-chain, and with that will come the DFLR Airdrop. Let's go! Shout out to the EXFI holders. Shout out to all my ninjas and samurais who have been on this journey with me, staking our Songbird assets, accumulating SFIN week after week. And after this last week, I am 33 weeks in the FLR Finance, going into week 34. How has your experience with FLR Finance been going for you? Are you staking in FLR farms? Are you providing liquidity? Are you buying the dip on any Songbird related assets? Let me know in the comments. For months, the community has been asking, when FLR? FLR network is here, and I believe September will be a month to remember. Let's talk about it. Okay guys, I appreciate you being patient with me. I have the numbers for the past 3 weeks, man. Weeks 31, 32, and 33. So let's talk numbers. So we're just going to pick up right where we left off. So going into week 31, I had 6,626 wrap Songbird staked, approximately 3,420 EXFI staked, and approximately 0.054372234 SFIN staked. If you're new to the channel, these numbers are approximate and none of this is financial advice. Now, the amount of Songbird delegation rewards that I earned for week 31 was 31.29 Songbird. And that's pretty good because on average, I usually get about 25 to 30 Songbird every week. And so anything above 30, that was a good week for me. Now, the amount of SFIN that was earned in the wrap Songbird pool for week 31 was approximately 0.00004 SFIN. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I haven't been earning any SFIN rewards in the regular EXFI pool because around week 21 was when I moved my EXFI from the regular EXFI pool to the 6-month EXFI lockup pool. And so for the past 13 weeks, I haven't earned any SFIN rewards from the regular EXFI pool. Moving on. The amount of SFIN that was earned in the SFIN pool for week 31 was approximately 0.00020 SFIN. When it comes to the 6-month EXFI lockup pool, the amount of SFIN that was earned for week 31 was approximately 0.0028 SFIN. I'm getting 2 to almost 3 times the amount of SFIN I would have gotten had I left my EXFI in the regular EXFI pool. How you liking those lockup pools? How you liking those boosted SFIN rewards? Let me know in the comments. Now, add all 3 of those pools together and the total amount of SFIN that was earned for week 31 was approximately 0.00304 SFIN. Now, to get the total amount of SFIN at the end of week 31 we take the total amount of SFIN that we had at the end of week 30, and we add that to the total amount of SFIN earned for week 31, and that gives us a total amount of SFIN of approximately 0.0574124 SFIN at the end of week 31. Now, at the time of recording the numbers for week 31, the price of SFIN was $4,147, giving my SFIN bag a dollar value of $238.09, up approximately $26 from the previous week. Hey, that's pretty good, man. Making a profit. Now, I took the total amount of SFIN that I had at the end of week 31, and I rolled that over into the SFIN column going into week 32. Also, I took 31 of the Songbird delegation rewards and I wrapped them and rolled them over into the wrapped Songbird pool. I kept the rest for gas fees. But going into week 32, I had 6,657 wrapped Songbird staked, approximately 3,420 EXFI staked, and approximately 0.0574124 SFIN staked. Now, the amount of Songbird delegation rewards that I earned for week 32 was 27.70 Songbird. The amount of SFIN that was earned in the wrapped Songbird pool for week 32 was approximately 0.00004 SFIN. The amount of SFIN that was earned in the SFIN pool for week 32 was approximately 0.00020 SFIN. Moving on to the lockup pool, the amount of SFIN that was earned in the 6-month EXFI lockup pool for week 32 was approximately 0.0027 SFIN. Add all three of those pools together, and the total amount of SFIN earned for week 32 was approximately 0.00294 SFIN. Now, to get the total amount of SFIN that we had at the end of week 32, we take the total amount of SFIN that we had at the end of week 31, and we add that to the total amount of SFIN that was earned for week 32, and that gives us a total amount of approximately 0.060352234 SFIN, just a little bit over 6% of an SFIN. Now, at the time of recording the numbers for week 32, the price of SFIN was $3,060, giving my SFIN bag a dollar value of $184.68. Guys, we finally broke my local bottom. Once the price of SFIN fell below $3,547, the price of SFIN has just been falling like a rock. Where is the real bottom? 2,500, 2,000, 1,500? I don't know. But look out below. Where the price stops, nobody knows. Now, I took the total amount of SFIN that I had at the end of week 32, and I rolled that over into the SFIN column going into week 33. I also took 27 of the Songbird delegation rewards that I earned for week 32, and I wrapped them and rolled them over into the wrapped Songbird pool and kept the rest for gas fees. So, finishing off, going into week 33, I had 6,684 wrapped Songbird staked, approximately 3,420 EXFI staked, and approximately 0.060352234 SFIN staked. Now, the amount of Songbird delegation rewards that I earned for week 33 was 28.98 Songbird. The amount of SFIN that was earned in the Wrap Songbird pool for week 33 was approximately 0.00004 SFIN. That's our bread and butter right there every week. Consistency. The amount of SFIN that was earned in the SFIN pool for week 33 was approximately 0.00020 SFIN. Moving on to the lockup pool. The amount of SFIN that was earned in the 6-month EXFI lockup pool for week 33 was approximately 0.0025 SFIN. Add all three of those pools together, and the total amount of SFIN earned for week 33 was approximately 0.00274 SFIN. Now, to get the total amount of SFIN that we had at the end of week 33, we take the total amount of SFIN that we had at the end of week 32, and we add that to the total amount of SFIN earned for week 33, and that gives us a total amount of approximately 0.063092334 SFIN, a solid 6%. Now, at the time of recording the numbers for week 33, the price of SFIN fell again to $2,571, giving my SFIN bag a dollar value of $162.21. So these are the numbers for weeks 31, 32, and 33. So my dollar value is down, but my SFIN bag is up. As we continue to accumulate, when the price of SFIN goes back up, our dollar value of our SFIN bag is going to multiply. How has your experience staking within FLR Farms been going for you? Let me know in the comments. FLR Finance says, with the initial 3-month lock pools coming to an end, we wanted to gauge community interest in seeing continued use of locked pools. We are now running a poll in our Discord on this topic. Please come join and vote. Yeah, guys, come join the conversation. You'll get all the inside scoop from Bannock, Denasimos, and Flintstone. How you liking those boosted SFIN rewards right now? Man, they going crazy. FLR Finance says the current 90-day locked farm pools for EXFI and EXFI SFIN liquidity pool tokens will expire today at 2200 UTC time, allowing stakers to exit the pools. Based on community feedback, we will be adding new 180-day locked farm pools for those assets, utilizing the 1.75 time base reward rate. Happy farming. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. See, we still got like 87, 88 days left in this 6-month EXFI lockup pool. But once this pool is over, I'm going to hop in the new pool. And once that pool is over, I'll probably have maybe 10, close to 15% of an SFIN just for staking within FLR Farms. And once governance kicks in, I'll have a huge chunk of voting power because there's only 11,000 of them. FTSO.eu says, approaching FLR distribution by FLR networks, you may be interested in DFLR snapshot/airdrop details by FLR Finance. Ah yes, the DFLR airdrop. Let's go. The initial airdrop will consist of our DAO claim token, DAOFLR, also known as DFLR. DFLR is a ticket used to claim your airdrop utility token and membership into the FLR Finance ecosystem. Once DFLR is received, users can visit the claim page to claim their YFLR after reviewing a set of tutorials and agreeing to a set of basic terms and conditions outlining the risks associated with usage of a decentralized application and the various recommended optional responsibilities associated with holding yield FLR. With great power comes great responsibility. Now, accordingly, DFLR will be distributed in the following way. 9 million DFLR will be airdropped to the FLR holders, and 30 million DFLR will be airdropped to the EXFI holders. Now remember, Sometime after we get our FLR tokens, there will be a random snapshot of both FLR and EXFI holders. And if you hold both FLR and EXFI, then you just winning, ain't you? Because that's double the DFLR. Let's go! XRP LaBroccoli asks, when are we going to be able to swap our DFLR for YFLR? The Nasimos responded and said, after the DFLR airdrop, when FLR Finance has launched on FLR. Once FLR Finance goes multi-chain and we get this DFLR, we're going to swap it for YFLR, stake that YFLR within FLR Finance on the FLR network to earn a yield of YFIN, and then we'll have 2 passive income streams with FLR Finance. The Nasimos says, before Songbird was announced, the DFLR airdrop would have dropped 40 million DFLR to 15 billion plus FLR. Now, 30 million DFLR will be dropped to approximately 40 million EXFI, with 9 million going to 15 billion plus FLR. This means that one EXFI will receive what 280 FLR would have received from the DFLR airdrop, $EXFI. So most of the DFLR will go to the EXFI holders, as it should, because we've been here this entire time for 34 weeks staking our Songbird assets, accumulating SFIN, delegating to the FTSOs to ensure that the network is decentralized, and now our hard work is about to pay off, man. Let's go. The Nasimos says this change will increase stability for EXFI, reduce the airdrop impact on FLR, and maintain greater continuity of governance between FLR Finance on Songbird and on the FLR network. And that's what we need. Once we get some price stability for EXFI and Canary Dollar regains its peg, I'll be able to use FLR loans to use my EXFI as collateral to take out loans of Canary Dollars. I can't wait to test that out because the Songbird network's gas fees are like 1,000 times cheaper than Ethereum. $13 EXFI? Oh man, I can't wait till EXFI reaches its all-time high again. Then I will really be able to have some fun. Now, to anyone who doesn't like that the weight of their expected FLR is reduced for the DFLR airdrop, realize that one EXFI will net you as much DFLR as 1,800 XRP would have. Not too late to make up the difference. Shout out to all the EXFI holders out there. 18 to 1, 280 to 1. I'm liking those odds, man. I might have to buy a little bit more EXFI. Also, a quick reminder, all EXFI staked on FLR Finance will be eligible for the DFLR airdrop. So if your EXFI is stuck in one of these 6-month EXFI lockup pools, don't trip, because you will still be eligible for the DFLR airdrop, man. Shout out to Flintstone. If you're not already doing so, you should follow him at Yabba Dabba Donut. Anytime I need help or have a question, I hit up Flintstone and he responds pretty quickly. Shout out to Flintstone. And now for the main event. FLR improvement proposal number 1 is here. FIP.01 is critical for the long-term success of FLR, which is now a radically larger project than originally envisioned. The proposal covers token distribution, inflation rate, and incentive structure. So I've read the whole proposal. It's kind of lengthy. If you haven't already done so, you should read it. I will leave the link to this proposal pinned in the comment section of this video, but I'm going to summarize it and then give you my opinion. So FIP.01 was proposed by the FLR Foundation, which will accomplish many things if passed. Some of the benefits include reducing the risk of relying on centralized exchanges to receive airdrops, lower inflation and the long-term supply, defer the tax event of realizing FLR, and puts all FLR tokens on a level playing field. However obtained, will be able to delegate and receive a share of the distribution equally. The FLR network has evolved to accommodate many communities in a multi-chain ecosystem, and as such, the token distribution needs to change. This proposal has been designed to preserve existing airdrop recipients' foundational place in the ecosystem and put those coming fresh to the ecosystem on equal footing. The initial FLR distribution methodology would remain the same. The initial 15% of FLR tokens will be distributed to existing airdrop recipients. If the level of staking on FLR is anywhere near the industry average, then those who delegate will receive more FLR tokens via the new proposal than the current system. The vote will take place either when 66% of the initial tokens that are eligible to vote are in the hands of their intended recipients and can be used to vote, or should this not happen swiftly enough, on January 14, 2023. Once the vote threshold is triggered, there will be a 1-week notice period followed by a 1-week period to cast a vote. During the period between the token distribution event and the vote, network inflation will be calculated as per this proposal, and there will be no further token distributions. The vote needs a simple majority of those who vote to pass. So, in order for this to pass, they just need 51% of voters to say yes. The proposal may be voted on by all token holders with the exception of the FLR Foundation and FLR Venture Capitalist Fund, due to this entity deriving some of its token balance from the FLR Foundation. Now, at the time of the snapshot, I was promised a certain amount of FLR, and you were too. Under the new proposal, there is the potential to earn more than what was originally promised. However, promises are not guarantees. Results will depend on your participation on the network. This proposal only needs 51% majority to pass, and I'm sure it will pass as new entrants want to compete for my FLR tokens. It sounds like a free-for-all, but as an airdrop recipient, I have a leg up on the competition with first mover's advantage. Incentivizing participation will ensure a level playing field. There are no free rides here when it comes to the FLR network. If you sell, you will forfeit your share of the distribution. Some people will sell and others will buy, but overall, this should protect against price dumps. All of this will ultimately benefit you as a stakeholder and participant on the FLR network. But how do you feel about this proposal? I'm hoping through participation, I will still get my fair share of FLR. Hugo Affilion says, FLR now serves many networks, making the opportunity very much larger. It didn't before. Those that come to FLR from outside of XRP must be able to participate on equal terms going forward. If you are receiving the initial distribution, you are in a highly privileged position. Guys, we get to participate in the beginning stage of a revolutionary network. We get first movers advantage with this airdrop, with the potential to earn 2 to 3 times more than what was originally promised. While other communities have to buy in, we get to jump into these pools for free. While they're buying in, we're jumping in. Guys, the FLR team is solid. 8 out of 10 developers have doctorate degrees in like mathematics and quantum computing. I bet the FLR algorithms are crazy. No other blockchain offers truly decentralized price feeds built into the protocol and superior bridging with Layer Cake and the Songbird Stake Connector, and I'm happy to be a part of this community. Shout out to Mickey B. Freshman, his videos are the truth. Now, the FLR network says, PSA, the native token of FLR is now called FLR, with the ticker $FLR. Warning, be careful to avoid confusion with any other projects and their tokens. Use the official FLR approved name. Please help us spread the word and share this post. Thank you, FLR community. I know a lot of times I called the Flare token Spark because they were interchangeable, but from here on out, the Flare token is now called Flare. The Songbird community says, next month is going to be crazy. Who's excited? I am. September is here. We're about to get our Flare tokens. We may be on the verge of a settlement in this Ripple case. My birthday is in 14 days. Let's go. And so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. There are so many opportunities within the Flare network. You got the SFIN token at basement level prices. You got majority of the DFLR going to the EXFI holders. We're about to get our Flare tokens, which we can delegate and earn even more. Flare Finance is about to go multi-chain, and we'll be able to earn a yield in YFIN and have 2 passive income streams with Flare Finance. So many opportunities. How are you taking advantage? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget on your way out to grab one of these decent biometric hardware wallets. This wallet supports over 2,500 different cryptocurrencies, including all your favorite Songbird assets, with new assets being added every week. Decent Wallet just recently added support for VeChain. VeChain to the moon! Guys, these bad boys go for $160, but if you use my referral link in the description of this video, I can get you $30 off, man. Hit me up. I got the plug. And it's been said plenty of times before, and here we are again. Free the Songbird. # retweet me.